Welcome again to another episode of the WSXM podcast. As always, a United Africa is an undisputed Africa. So, Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso, one of the shining lights on the continent, and he just did something that's groundbreaking, also exceptional. But before I tell you what it is, watch the video and listen to him saying it in his own words. Then, sorry, then we discuss it. Boom.
It will no longer be a question of taking our gold abroad for refining. We will refine it locally, and we will know the real content of the raw gold that comes out. That's very important. A lot of gold flows out of Burkina fraudulently, and that helps fuel terrorism. So, we're inviting gold miners, collectors, and others to bring their gold to the headquarters. At the same time, we're inviting SONASP, Société Nationale des Substances Précieuses, to multiply the number of counters so that they can collect the gold. The need for healthcare services is very urgent. This is also a context of war, but we have chosen to pursue both war and development. It is this need for quality care that has led us to initiate this project here in the Southwest. The people of the Southwest have been waiting for this moment for a long time, and I believe that a turnkey quality hospital will be provided, allowing all necessary care to take place on site. It is a desire to replicate this kind of project in different regions to enhance the technical capabilities of doctors. We have quality, whether it is in our nurses or doctors, but often the necessary equipment is lacking. I think this project will serve as an example to perpetuate this approach in other regions.
À ne céder aucun centimètre de son territoire.
So there you see, Ibrahim Tour is stopping. Well, he stopped a while now, but he's consolidating all the gold in his country to one location. Then he want market value for his gold. So there's no more of countries coming in, mining the gold, also deceiving the country of the amount of gold they're taking, bring it away, refine it, stamp it as theirs, and then sell it while Burkina Faso getting change for their gold. So now he's building a refinery, as I say in the video. Well, it's not built yet. It's in construction. It should finish, they said, in 10 to 12 months. So next year, August, September, the refinery should be ready. Let's hope. And with knowing about Abraham Tour, he does not delay anything, because even though he's taking the war to the insurgents, he's still nation building at the same time while he's raging war on those who don't have any good intention for his country. So, Abraham Traore, even though he's just 35 years old and he's a military man and he's now the president of Burkina Faso, but he's very strategic, he's very smart. And don't forget, twice they tried to assassinate him. He got the jump on them and they was arrested. And the whole country is still behind him. That will show you he's a good leader, because he still have majority of the country still rooted for him. And because he's so much focusing on healthcare, education, and the future of Burkina Faso, that even make it more, because he just promised some like, education gonna be free in Burkina Faso from basic school level to university level. And then he also have he makes some moves in for his citizens, his students of his country, to go overseas as well to study. And he have made a few like Russia, China, and those places. They have deals in place to accept their students for further studies, especially in in um in uranium studies, and not only uranium, but he just want to deal with Russia to share nuclear power technology with students for them to groom them to become the next generation of leaders. So this guy, at a young age, is making strides. He's thinking strategically. He's making other presidents look bad, especially the older ones, because what he have done in Burkina Faso in just a year, little more than a year now, he's transformed the country's wealth. The country economy is growing. He's transforming the schooling industry, the school educational system. He's transforming the healthcare system because what he's saying that they do have the good nurses and doctors, but they don't have the equipments. But with the rise of the economy now, he can now in turn buy these things because France, before France was overthrown, before he get rid of the puppet president and become the president, and before he kicked the French out, the French does this with all of their farmer colonies who they're over to the day, Niger, Mali, or them. They ban these countries from buying from any other country but France. So you can only buy things from France, and you can only get inferior things from France because France does not sell these countries no modernized weapon. They're always selling them ones they don't use, and that's what they send to Burkina Faso. And equipments, same thing. Even to upgrade the hospitals, same thing. They send um not new version of of machines and the other versions. So the country can never get developed because what? The French make sure of it. So now they are gone and they're kicked out and they don't have no power over the country's buying power. Now he can focus on buying the proper machines for his hospitals, upgrade his educational system, make his kids can go overseas to study. The French was hampering that as well. And now with this goal, you cannot no longer steal the gold. You cannot sell it under the, the market value. You cannot sell them below the market value anymore. You sell them at the same level as the international market value for gold. Not like how you used to take, for instance, if gold costs $100, they'll pay Burkina Faso way below that. So they give them maybe like 30, 20, 20, 25% of the value and then pay them for that, and then while they go and refine it and then make all the money off the gold while the country suffers. So that stopped. They're making their own refinery, they're going to refine their own gold. And he's consolidating all the gold, which is a very key point. So, as a, someone who can, you can fly in the country, buy gold from this group, and then fly to the gold. No, no, all the gold has been consolidated. So you have to buy it at one place or one price. There's no going around the mark, try to go around his back and try to get a better deal. And that is great. And they're gonna mine their own gold, and they can get the real value to push the economy and the country forward. But I love what this president is doing, and I hope more presidents follow suit. And he said as much because he's laying out going to work for a blueprint for other African countries to follow. He said that in his speech, but he didn't say it directly. He said it indirectly. Now, hence, Niger as well, his economy is booming. Mali, again, Algeria. So there's a few countries that actually have a booming economy now, and we're gonna see what next year holds for the continent. Because right now, I'm loving the continent, and most of these countries now actually stepping up to the plate, the presidents, and making it become known that we no longer can be bought. We cannot be bought anymore. Well, some will still be because, and we are trying to get rid of all those imposters who are trying to destabilize the country. Because a few presidents said as much. Because side note, since the French leave Burkina Faso, they have less terror attack. And he also attacked some insurgents recently, which is Ibrahim Traore I'm talking, dismantle them, and now a few a few troops get hurt, but yeah, okay. But my point is, how is it he can find the insurgents and the French who has the modernized cutting edge surveillance system, drones and spy cameras and all this at the fingertip, but they cannot squirrel a simple group with that have no form of technology as they do. But they can find them, get rid of them. But now all of a sudden, Abraham Tour is finding them and getting rid of them. So begs to differ. What were they actually doing in the country? Were they just there to keep the war going? Or there are which is what they did. What was they to keep the war going, keep the destabilization and the manipulating of their currency as well. So a lot of things they've been doing. So anyway, let me know what you think about this in the comment section. If you agree with me, if you think I'm going on the wrong path or what, just let me know what you think about it as well. Thanks for watching. Boom, you don't know.